start the module 6. Okay, so question comes in here. Can Microsoft help me work with others? In other words, can I collaborate with others? Microsoft allow you to track changes, create a web page, and perform a mail merger, helping you to work in a collaborative way. And I will show you two ways of how to work in a collaborative way. So things that we need to look at: how can I send a document for review? How can I use a track changes for review a document? How can I create a web page? Why should I perform a mail merger? What vocabulary words should I review? You can send a document for review via emails, and I said you can, from a quick, you can also have this icon to do a quick review. So when you send for review, text appears in a mail, mail message asking the person for a review document. So if you notice here, you put the person name, you put the subject, says for review, please review, and you can do, it comes automatically, document automatically get it attached. Message is automatically also is inserted, says please review attached document. This document for review is automatically sent as an attachment to a recipient. Now, to mark the changes, you make them, use a track changes. So under review, there is a track change, you make it active. And basically what it does is track changes is reviewing the tools that keep the track of the changes you make to the document. So in a way, everything like whatever it's added or deleted or adjusted. Now, the text that you add is displayed in a different color and underlined. And the text that you deleted is marked with a strike through effect when you are in a draft review. You have not accepted the changes. Now, to make a note in a document, insert a comment. So you select and you insert a comment, which is down here. You can insert a comment. And you can key inside the comment. So when you insert a comment, it is labeled with your user initial and comment number. Now, in a print layout view, deletion and comment are shown in a balloon, like you see here when you go on the screen. So a complete comment appears when pointer is over it, over inline command. And if you rest the insertion point comment on the balloon, then you will see who did that. So the name of the reviewer and the date of the time that the comment was made will display. Now, when two or more people have made change to two different copies the same document, you can combine these two documents. And to do that, all you have to do is really compare and combine a document to create one final document that contains every comment and suggestions. And how you do that, to combine the document into a merger document, you just need to click compare from the review document, and then you choose the original document, which one you choose as an original document, and the revised document here that you want to combine the both dialogues boxes. So if you have somebody is made the comment changes, all these things can combine both of them. Then you can accept all or reject all, or accept some and reject some. But a change can be rejected here or accepted here also. So after a document is reviewed, you can either accept or reject the suggested changes, or you can also delete the comment you have read and no longer you need it. Furthermore, you can accept, reject, or delete the changes and make one at a time the changes, or all of it. Or you can accept or reject all of the changes or delete all the comments in a document at one time. Now let's do some academic skills. What are some ways members of a team can speed the process of review? Members of the team can speed the process of review by sending a document via mail, using the track changes and comments, and merging documents. That's what also Google Docs do. How do you email a document for review? Use the send or review by quick icons, or can have them featured to email a document for review. Now, how do you compare and combine a document? Answer. Click Compare on a Review tab. Choose the document that you want to compare or combine in the Combine Document dialog box. Now, let's see how we can further collaborate through the website. You can use Word to create a web page, and use the word web layout view to see how your document will look as a web page. And by changing the extension, a background is a graphic that appears behind information on the web. Background add as a visual insert to a document. And we went through that earlier module. When you're applying a background, be aware of readabilities. Avoid choosing a texture or a pattern that will make your page difficult to read. To apply a background color to a web page, click Page Color button on the page layout there, and this will pop up, and you probably can select the colors and also the color too. You also use the fill effect dialog box to change the text background, gradient, and texture pattern or picture. Now, when you're saving it, you need to save it as a HTML or HTM. Hypertext Markup Language HTML is a code used to create a web page. So to post a Word document to a website, you first must save it with an extension of HTML or HTML, so it can be opened with a web browser. Now, here we want to see how to perform a mail merger. Perform a mail merger to create a large mailing such as personalized form letters, a special announcement, or a newsletter. And there is a procedures for it. Mail merger create multiple copies usually of the same letter, envelope or labeled, and insert the personalized data. So everybody gets the same letter with the personalized data on it. But how you do that? You can utilize it through your data source, and this data source file that contains information for the mail name, email address, or certain information. You can have it there, can be there. So you can use a Word table if you have it in a Word. You can use an Excel spreadsheet or Access database. There is some wizard, you're going to go through it, which is to perform a mail merger. Use a mail merger wizard, and it will ask you a question. You have to answer them. Select the data source for the mail merger. Use the mail merger recipient dialog box and select between them. List of the people who were receiving the email. If you notice here, by clicking on it, you see list of the people. And make sure you proofread it and edit your document before you do the mail merger. Because if you wait until after you have completed the mail merger, you have to make edit for each letter. So you edit it first and then you do the mail merger. Now let's do some academic check. What should I or should you be aware when you formatting a web merger? We just said it. Be aware of readabilities when formatting a web page. Avoid the texture or a pattern background, which makes the text difficult to read. Why it's important to do a proofread and edit a document before perform a mail merger. We just said it too. Your answer. If you wait until after you completed an email merger, you will have to make an edit to each letter that you're sending or email. How do you apply the background color to a web page? Well, click the page color button on the page layout tab to apply a background to a web page. Use fill effect to format the background, gradient, texture, pattern, or a picture. When should you perform a mail merger? After edit. For a mail merger, we're creating a large mailing, such as personalized form edit. So after edit, you do that. If you have to send to too many people. Now, some vocabulary you need to review and remember. Track change, a feature that keeps a track of the change you make to a document. Showed you how to do it. Comment is a note added to the document or a presentation without making any changes to the text file itself. Web page, a document containing text and graphic that can be accessed through the web browser on the internet. And then you have a web layout view, a view that allows you to see how your document will look as a web page. And then you have the background, a graphic that appears behind the information of a web page, solid color pattern or picture that fill the page and appears behind the content. Mail merger, a tool in Word that creates multiple copies of the same letter, envelope, labels, and insert personalized data. So the other side feels that it is personalized sent to him. Data source, a file that contains information for a mail merger. And we said there is forms that you can use, Access or a spreadsheet, or can be have it on the Word, and that's it.